I'm going to be completely parochial and biased and talk about my organisation, Artsway. This is an image of our opening launch evening at the Venice Biennale for Artsway's New Forest Pavilion. We reckon we had about 5,000 people trying to get through the building at that time, and when we closed at 10 o'clock, we couldn't get out the door because so many people were trying to get in. I'm not sure I'm using this effectively. Artsway works with artists. We have been focused almost entirely on artists, but trying to share that relationship that we have as curators with our audience. But we also want to extend the artist engagement. So the first few slides are going to talk about Anne Hardy was commissioned in 2005. We took her to Venice in 2007. While she was with us at the gallery in 2005, she of course did engagement work with lots of local audiences. We then extended that investment to Venice to bring her work to an international audience. And then we still do that because we've been taking audiences from Sway to Camden Arts Centre, where Anne was in residence earlier this year, and 20 of our audiences went on a coach to London for a special visit to her studio at Camden Arts Centre. So we tried to have this holistic approach at Artsway. Unfortunately, we were unsuccessful in our MPO application, hence my trying to be a bit more critical at the moment. Igloo, again, commissioned in 2005. Their report that we asked them to do said that residency was a pivotal moment in their careers. They're based in London, and we also took their work to Venice in 2007. Now, Igloo actually did a lot of work with local school kids in graphic design and computer-aided drawing, etc., while they were with us in Sway. And this is where I wanted a shorter slide, so I could move on a bit. Hugh Locke, we commissioned this year to make a new commission for Artsway. So this is built into the Artsway galleries. It's a hugely ambitious piece of work. It took Hugh 2 weeks to install that in Artsway. And uniquely, we shared this with the Arts University College at Bournemouth, and we co-located an exhibition into AUCB at the same time the show was on in Artsway. Unfortunately, Arts Council didn't see this as an effective use of our resources. They thought that our pitch to work into Bournemouth and Poole didn't drive audiences back to Sway, which to me really missed the point entirely in terms of engaging with an audience in Bournemouth who don't have any professional visual arts engagement. And then, of course, Hugh had 4 days to reinstall that work in Venice, which he did remarkably well. And I think it was a real success. We got blown out a bit by his installation at Folkestone after Venice because that got a double-page spread in The Guardian. Gail Shonquan, again, we commissioned her in 2009 to make a new piece of work. And I'm going to talk a little bit now because when we go to Venice, we take all our partners with us. So in Venice this year, we shared our promotion with Street Level Gallery in Glasgow, Stour Valley Arts, the Arts University College of Bournemouth, Bath University, Arnold Feeney, AHRC, Hauser and Worth, Ibid, Hales Gallery, Oriel Davis, and Autograph. And I think, what I really want to pin down there is that Artsway has such a wide range of partners across the sector in terms of sharing the promotion, sharing the work, and distributing that practice around the country. John mentioned digital practice. Artsway was leading Simon Faithfull's Limbo project, which was finally a commission by Film and Video Umbrella. And if we weren't going through the sudden changes we now have to go through, Artsway would be working with Simon. You'd be able to buy an image from the iPhone app, order it through Artsway, and we would distribute it. Unfortunately, that's not now happening. We're also looking at digital limited editions, real art and printed limited editions available online through Culture Label. And another visit to Hannah Maybank, artist we commissioned 3 or 4 years ago, and we took a group of Artsway Sway audiences to London to her solo show at Gimple Phil's Gallery, and she gave those audiences a special talk in the show. The picture at the back there was she made while she was in Sway. Now, one of the other bits of work we've been doing is professional development with artists, and this is a very quick story. Anne Hardy wanted to get Francesca Manicordo from Barbican Gallery into her studio. He was refusing. So we paid him to write a piece of text for her website. He was in the studio the next day. So we tried different strategies to get people into studios and engage artists with other parts of the sector. This is just a range of the images of work we've been doing at Sway with audiences, participation from very young children through to adults. The bottom right slide is a green space project that Emma's been working with disenchanted young people. I think it's a Hampshire County Council funded Find Your Talent programme. And here we have school visits, workshops going on in exhibitions, off-site work with retirement community in Sway and life drawing. So a range of things going on. This is the Green Space Project, and there's a group of young people leading that project, and they're making the decisions about what's being done. But others are coming in, school kids are coming in to respond to that work and also share that practice with some artists. And it's very difficult to time this effectively. A local artist, Bob Parks, who lives in Sway, when we commissioned Nathaniel Mellors in 2009, I think it was, Bob was asked to be involved in the filming, so he's actually in the film of the artist's work. When Nat had his show at the ICA earlier this year, Bob was invited to show his work at the ICA as well. So there's a range of partnerships. This is Hugh Locke looking a bit concerned at the number of people trying to get into his exhibition at the launch of our Venice Biennale. So I'll just come to the beginning again at the end. Thank you very much.